God will never give you more than you can handle. I'm sure someone has said this to you before, or at least you've heard someone say it. Or maybe right now it's the one thing you're clinging to for hope because your situation seems way more than you can handle. I know that when people say this, it's meant to be an encouragement to someone going through a painful season or circumstance. But is it really encouraging? Is it even true? Is it true that God will never give you more than you can handle? No, it's actually not true. God will allow you to go through more than you can handle. Just stick with me here. It gets better, I promise. If you search the pages of scripture, you will never find these words. In fact, in John 16:33, Jesus says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." If you're still here listening to this episode, I'm sure you probably feel discouraged. Like, okay, Aaron, thanks. I thought this was supposed to encourage me. Just stay with me here because there's tremendous hope that I don't want you to miss. God will allow more than you can handle, but God will never give you more than He can handle. Let me say that again. God will never give you more than He can handle. Because He's God, there is nothing He can't handle. There's nothing He can't do. He will never give you more than He can handle because He is holding you in the palm of His hand. Every detail of your life has been intricately woven together by the Creator of the universe. I don't know about you, but I would rather have God hold my life together than try to hold it all together on my own. God has a plan and a purpose for your life. Job 42:2 tells us that God can do all things and His plan cannot be thwarted. There is more comfort in this than trying to cling to a cliche that tells us that He won't give us more than we can handle. Because if this were true, then God wouldn't be God. If we could handle it all on our own, then we wouldn't seek Him. If we could handle it all on our own, then we wouldn't need God. The one who has a plan and purpose in the midst of your pain. The one who promises that He will work all things together for good. The one who tells us to take heart because He has overcome the world. And because He has overcome the world, we can trust Him to help us overcome any and every circumstance we face. If you hold on to the belief that God will never give you more than you can handle, you will end up discouraged and defeated when your circumstance is far more than you can handle. I'm not here trying to make light of your struggle or pain or act like this is easy. It's not at all. Our tendency is to try and control, to handle things on our own, to muster up the strength to get through the struggle. Trust me, I've been there. And to be honest, I still struggle with this. I still struggle to control the circumstances instead of relinquishing control to the God who is in control, especially in the midst of the battle. I've heard the cliche, God will never give you more than you can handle, more times than I can count. And it sometimes reminds me of what I've been told most of my life. Come on, Aaron, you're Kelly Tough. But I'm here to tell you that I have experienced far more than I can handle. And I'm not ashamed to tell you that I'm not always strong. Losing my brother to an incurable disease is more than a 10-year-old can handle. Facing the reality 3 times that I might lose my dad to cancer was more than I could handle. Battling crippling depression and anxiety was and is more than I can handle. Being diagnosed with Lyme disease and the toll it takes on my mind and my body is more than I can handle. But none of this was ever more than God can handle. Throughout my life, I've cried out, God, this is far more than I can handle. Help, where are you? But it was in those moments of weakness and coming to the end of my own strength that I was able to take hold of and cling to the mighty strength and power of God. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says that God's grace is sufficient for you, for his power is made perfect in our weakness. He was there all along, holding what I could not handle and holding me. There's freedom in letting go. There's freedom in entrusting your pain to a God who is in complete control. In this world, God will allow you to walk through more than you can handle. But take heart, because he has overcome the world. And God will never give you more than he can handle.